Okay. Again, so he has the body lock, right? If I stay on my side, it's easy for him because I'm very thin. When I turn and face him, I become very large, very big here on his lock. So if I'm staying like this, I'm helping him to stay connected to me. What I'm doing, I'm throwing a break, the wizard there, against his body, I'm pushing him. Now the leg he came from, the single leg, I'm going to start pushing this leg back and start basing and cover his head. I'm making a lot of weight here on the top of him. You know, if he's trying to hold this position, his shoulder is going to get on fire, his lower back is going to get on fire. Now I place even more weight. So now we're going to connect to the head and I'm dragging down. So when I get to this position here, what do we do? Transition to here so we can control wrist and start making them our opponent sitting on the floor. But there is a technique, right? So this knee is high, pushing him this way so he can be heavy. My hip is pushing against his hip there. I'm cupping inside his leg to make weight on his lower back. And I'm controlling his wrist and put all my weight over this top shoulder. There's many things we can do from here. What we do in the basic one is knee goes close to his elbow, hand goes to the hip, I'm cupping his hip, open up a space to make him collapse sideways underneath me. Why we want to do this? To kill any athletic position. On this position, Joel cannot generate power. He cannot be explosive. It's going to be very hard for him because I'm blanking him. I'm like a blank. Cover him. I have weight on the hip, weight on his hand. His hands are committed to the floor. And he doesn't have knee and legs in the game right now. For him to be explosive, he's going to have to try to go back to turtle. Then he can try to be explosive from here. But not from here. So he's one step behind me. Right? So what we do with the basic one here is the hand is on the top, is gonna make it faster to the neck. I can beat him to the neck. So what we're doing is the hands on the hip, I'll punch through to catch the hand and this one goes up. Okay? I am putting my fingers on the external part of his hand to try to control it, and I'm gonna stop pulling this to me, close to his body. There's two ways we can do this. I can simply try to step these over, which I don't like. When I'm here, I like to do another switch. This to lift so I can catch his arm. Because now he doesn't have a hand to defend. Now my hand goes all the way deep on the shoulder, tuck with my chin, my head, push his head, and start scratching my butt.
So you finish with one hand?
With the one hand, yes. So we did our transition there. I'm controlling his neck still until I get deep connection. The hand that was here, I'm holding down his wrist because his elbow is on the floor. If he removes to the hands, then we're gonna do different stuff. But now he has elbows on the floor. Elbows on the floor, I control the wrist. Now the knee was basing out, goes back down. I'm making him collapse and I'm ahead. But look how I'm putting weight above his shoulder. I'm not here. I'm leaning forward. Yeah, make it hard on him. So now I'm gonna punch this hand through and punch this hand in because he's gonna try to come to defend. This is 100%. Boom. Now I can go here. Knee on the floor, raise my opponent up so I can catch the hand. Now I fall to this side. Hand on the shoulder, deep. The best control I like is 2 fingers and the external part. If you go here, you're gonna lose. You need to create a wrist lock position because now he's becoming weaker. Now what I do, step and stretch. Let's go, 1, 2, 3.